What up, Dokkanners? The gift that keeps on giving. Universe 7 has received yet another major upgrade. This time a super EZA for a Dokkan Festival category lead. Didn't think we'd be making this jump this soon, but let's see how good this unit is. So as far as super EZAs go, leader skill doesn't change, super attack doesn't change. It's just the passive. Use the timestamps to jump around. I will be giving my thoughts initially on how to build the character, and then I will give my final thoughts at the end of the video, so do stick around for both. So Realm of God's 160% lead, raises attack and defense permanently, causes immense damage to the enemy. For the passive, key +2, attack and defense +200%. High chance to dodge. When attacking, attack +200%, critical +50%. When there are 3 or more Realm of Gods or Universe Rival Saga allies on the team, attack and defense +150, launches an additional super attack. Chance to dodge +20%. So now we're looking at 70% dodge. When receiving an attack, defense +150, chance to dodge +20%. That is a one-time activation for 1 turn. So that means he's at 90% on that first turn when receiving an attack. After evading an attack, permanent boost, one-time activation, defense +100%. Superclass allies key +2, extreme class allies key +1. So this is kind of like a toned down version of the physical UI Royal Blue Vegeta, where when they get hit with a super attack as the Vegeta form, everybody gets key. It's kind of like that, but to a lesser extent. So this is good for Realm of Gods or Universe Rival Saga, because if synergy is an issue, since those two categories might have some more obscure characters on the team, this will help with that. For 3 turns from the character's entry, defense +200%. When HP is 50% or less, or when all allies attacking in the same turn are Realm of Gods, Universe Rival Saga, or Turtle School allies, Turtle School category characters, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, awakens. When we awaken, we finally achieve it. This guy also raises attack and defense, causes immense damage, perma-stacker. Key +3, attack and defense +250, 77% chance to dodge. When attacking, attack +300%, chance to crit +77%, disables enemy guard for 2 turns. When there are 3 or more Realm of Gods or Universe Rival Saga allies on the team, attack and defense +200%, launches an additional super attack. When receiving an attack, defense +200%. After evading an attack, one-time activation, but permanently, defense +150. Oh my god, I just realized. He's going to get that defense boost both in the base form and in this form. Superclass allies key +2, extreme class allies key +1 for 2 turns as opposed to just 1 turn. For 1 turn from the character's entry, guaranteed dodge, launches an additional super. For 4 turns from the character's entry, chance to dodge +10%, foresees enemy super attack within the character's attacking turn. So that means now 77% plus 10%. 87% chance to dodge for the first 4 turns, whereas the first turn is guaranteed dodge. So essentially, your first appearance as MUI, guaranteed dodge. Your second appearance, 87% chance to dodge. After that, you drop down to 77%. So that leads me to the question, how do I build the character? Well, the answer is dodge an additional. However, I think initially thinking about this, you might want to go max dodge. Now, hear me out. When it comes to the dodge conversation, I like to think I'm pretty reasonable when it comes to applying dodge, because I think, generally speaking, when a passive dodge is really high, the need for hit a potential dodge is pretty low. Because if your dodge is at 50% in the passive, right, and you have a 20 hit a potential dodge, that means if the 50% fails, then the other 50%, the 20% then factors in. So that means collectively, with a 50% passive dodge and a 20 hit potential, you're looking at a collective 60% chance to dodge. Let's take this same dodge, for example, and apply it to an 80% passive. If UI Goku has an 80% chance to dodge, with this same 20, his 80% now goes up only to 84%. It's the same massive investment into dodge, but the payoff is very minuscule because the passive dodge is much higher. That is ultimately why, generally speaking, for high dodge characters, I don't usually say put more dodge in, but the problem here is that this guy has no guard and no damage reduction. He is a stacker, but his dodge can fail. Outside of the first turn with this guy, he drops down to 77%. That has been proven to be pretty low in certain situations. And do you really want to take that chance? Even if it is a minuscule 1 to 2% increase, I think going as much as you can in dodge is ultimately the best way to give his longevity the best chance, right? Because 77% is not going to cut it. 20 hit a potential might not even cut it in certain situations. You guys have seen me fail so many times with UI Goku. So I think the more dodge you can give, the better. Whatever stuff is left over, put it into additional. Right now, I have it built this way. I actually might change this. I'm not going to lie. I might change it and go full dodge across the board. That being said, let's go ahead and try this out. We're going to run a good synergy team with some nice supports. Let's start with Divine Wrath Mortal Will, and then we will take it from there. Are you serious? Where is... Yeah, okay. All right, got it. Let's go. Buckle in, we got some movies. Oh, did I turn off animations? Rip. I think I did. Did I? Yeah. All right, no. Rip to that. Okay. Well, since we have an overabundance of UIs, we gotta link them up properly. So this is the best way to do that. We've got 6 out of the 7 links active. Oh man, First Awakened is a really powerful link. Oh yeah, we're not gonna be getting that at all. That sucks. 25% attack left on the table. Okay. So we're gonna put him in slot 1 and we're gonna see how we do. So we are looking at, so for this first turn, actually we have 70%. We're gonna have 90%. We have guaranteed dodge this turn. Actually, yeah, we are looking at a guaranteed dodge this turn just because this guy is giving us 14% chance to dodge on the first appearance. Remember this? So actually we have guaranteed dodge here. So what we're mainly going to be looking at is the stats when we launch some attacks. So we're looking at 850,000 free attack phase, 500,000 defense. All right, let's do this. And then let's do this. And then let's do this. And look, this dummy over here also is getting the 14%. He needs it. What's his dodge chance? 70%. So he's looking at 84% chance to dodge. All right. What's great about this, though, is that this UI is going to give us more flexibility with these Realm of Gods rotations. 27.2 million attack stat to start. 18 million on a crit. 28 million attack stat on the second super. $18.5 million on a crit. And we got a slap. 3.6 on the slap, and that's it. So now I guess we'll kind of compare that to his contemporaries. This guy, Max Link's Rainbow, 43 million to start. That's fine. This guy is a temporary stacker. UI is a permanent stacker. So if he starts a little bit lower, that's more than okay. Plus, it's not his final form. I will say another good thing about this edition is that Tech UI, his role and his relevance is now basically just the domain and nothing else. So if you can get him out of your rotations as much as possible, that's good because he won't be a burden to your team. And then when he transforms, we will have access to the domain to give us extra stats for the INT UI Goku. All right, so now we are fighting the Zamasu. I'm thinking here we're just gonna kind of chill and we're gonna wait until UI transforms. This is one of the reasons why I do this event. It's like a miniature escalation event while also allowing you to kind of stay in one spot. So I'm just going to go after Zamasu with everybody. Does Champa need to pick up 6 AGL or just regular? Okay, could be anything. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. This gives me 6 orbs. All right. So again, I want to keep this turn in the video because I want to see what the numbers are for these other guys. Because not only are we checking what the INT UI can do, but we're kind of seeing how he meshes with this core team. 64 million attack stat for INT U or physical UI. That's cute. Starting out strong, that's fine. All right, how much is Vegeta gonna do? 32.7 million attack stat. Okay, so that's about the same as the UI on the first turn where he's beginning his ascent. Okay. This will be important to know because this guy is your like go-to support for Realm of Gods. He will be there on practically every Realm of Gods team. And for good reason. He is a GOAT in slot 3. A GOAT! Now we got AGL MUI in the picture. So who gives us, does he have First Awaken? No, he gives us less. Okay. So again, we're not really testing out the dodging. We're testing more so the stats here. But look at our numbers. They've effectively doubled. Although the defense has now surged past the attack, which is probably a good thing considering his only means of defense is dodging, because he ain't got much else. All right, so 1.2 million pre-attack phase, 1.4 million defense pre-attack phase. So let's continue this. I'm gonna keep him on Zamasu just because I want to. Actually, you know what? I'll have UI alone attack Rose. How about that? Let's do that. So let's do this, and then we'll have Ua go after Zamasu, and then we'll have Mua go after Zamasu. $28. Okay, so 29 million attack stat. Was that 28.7? 28.7 million attack stat. Okay. 18 million on a crit. 29.5 million attack stat. This is fine. We're just cultivating the power here. We're not. This is not the end all. 18.6 million on a crit. 4 million on a slap. And that's it. Okay. When we return. Ow. That's what I'm saying. It's only because it's this fight and he's stacked enough defense where this mediocre enemy is not doing much damage. But man, if that happens, you basically can't get hit in your base form, I feel like, on the newer challenge events. And I'm not saying a 30 dodge is going to solve that, but I think this is one of those cases where even if you are increasing your collective dodge by even like a fraction of a percent, I think it's ultimately for the best. If you have some of those crazier Whis equips, it will give you better numbers. So I would say that that would be the best course of action, but most people are probably not going to have that. I honestly feel like if you just go full dodge and you have like 6 additional, that's fine. That's, again, what I'm saying so far. Maybe this could change when we do some of the harder fights. After this turn, we will skip and then we'll come back. All right. There he is. All right. I had to restart because, believe it or not, this guy died. He failed 2 dodges in a row. It was great. All right, so now that we've transformed, what are we looking at? 2.3 million attack, 940,000 defense. This is pre-attack phase. Remember, we're going to get a massive insurgence of defense once we get massive surge of defense once we dodge, which will happen because we got guaranteed dodge. So this is about to be a clinic. We're about to put on a clinic. Let's do it. We'll do that. We'll do this. We have most links that we could possibly have right here. And we have the added support of Champa. Champa has given us 66% attack and defense. Can we give him 6 orbs? Yes, we can. All right. Take him to church. Man, I never get tired of hearing this song. This was my favorite song. 56.6 million attack stat to start. This was my favorite song among all the like Dokkan OSTs when I first started playing the game. 58 million attack stat. Oh, I didn't register the damage. How much was the damage? 22, no crit. 59 million attack stat. So you can already tell, Festival of Battles wise, the stats are going to be insane. 38 million damage on a crit. 61 million attack stat on the 4th super. And he's dead. Wow. Okay. All right. That was just the first turn. Okay. You know what's good about this is we can, I think we can just take this guy out and then we'll go back and have INT versus Fusion Zamasu. That'll be perfect. Let me actually do that. Let me not take any chances. Let me just go ahead and use this guy's active and erase AGL Fusion Zamasu. Yeah. Okay, and we have scouting, right? We know where the super attack is going to be because for the first 4 turns, isn't that? Let me see. Yeah. Foresees enemy super attack. All right, so the super attack is happening in slot 1. And in terms of synergy, look at these numbers. Look at that now. Look at the symmetry. Look at that brilliant form. 3.3 million attack, 3.3 million defense. I like it. I like it. So let's do this. Let's do this. Max links, max synergy versus Fusion Zamasu. Oh, he did. Are you serious? That was an 87% that he just failed. What is that? 63 million attack stat? 32 million no crit. 64 million attack stat. $32 million no crit. Are you kidding me? How are you failing these crit? How did you fail multiple crits? What is your crit at? Isn't it 70%? 77%? Squeeze me? What the heck? What's your crit? 77%, and we failed 2 in a row. You see what I mean? Not only did we get hit with an 87% chance to dodge on the base passive, we then failed 2 77% chance crits in a row. If this is not the most telling thing when it comes to RNG, I don't know what is. This right here should tell you you need to invest in more dodge. You got to do it. I guess there's 2 ways to approach it. I'm sure some people will say, Toon, whether you put as much dodge in there as possible, you'll still encounter things like that. Sure. And that's where it boils down to preference. Personal preference. If you understand and agree with giving the highest possible chance of dodging, then go for it. But if you also feel like all that investment for minimal returns is not enough, then you could do any combination of additionals and dodge. But I think leaning towards dodge in all cases is the better move. Look at this. We actually went a second turn. This should have been done. We should have been done. What the heck is going on here? That is incredibly disappointing. Not because the UI, the INT UI is bad, but because the RNG failed us so hard. His links don't give you any crit, do they? Tournament of Power, First Awaken, Godly Power. Godly Power gives us 5%. We had even more crit. We had even more crit with Godly Power, and we still failed it. So I will say this. This is where the 6th anniversary LR EZAs are going to be useful, because they provide rotating critical boosts. So if you have, honestly, even INT Royal Blue Vegeta might be a necessary piece to add on to the team just to give more rotating crit to everybody. That would have also helped right there. My AGL MUI hadn't really done anything yet. All right, let's move on. All right, so we're now going to take on the GDC Special Battle 1. I made a bit of an adjustment. I swapped out Champa for STR Blue Goku. This is a more ideal team that you'd be running anyway. So who is sealed? Oh, who is sealed? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and just go through the motion. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. How are we going to do on this first turn? All right, we got that dodge. 24 million attack stat. Obviously, we're lacking a lot of the synergy by not having a UI next to him. But he's cool. We don't really care so much about like flashy numbers now. We just want to see, will this unit organically, naturally fit and mesh into the Realm of God squad. All right, so good damage output so far. We're stacking. All right. Are you kidding me? What is... Do you guys understand what's happening here? That was a 90% dodge on the passive. My hit potential is 20 on the dodge, meaning that was a 92% chance to dodge, and we failed it. This is... You see what I mean? Oh my... All right, this turn we have guaranteed dodge because of this guy. Because he's going to give us 14. When we receive an attack, we'll get 20% extra dodge. We'll be fine. Max dodge. Max dodge. I mean, that's really the best way to do this. Max dodge. I can't believe it, man. The RNG is destroying me right now, but you know what? I'm glad it's happening in this video because that's probably what's going to happen to some of you guys. You're going to rely on that dodge and RG is going to destroy you. Do you care more about giving him, optimizing his build so that he gets the most out of whatever you put into him? Or do you focus more so on survival? If you are running LR Physical UI Goku on the team, then you will have extra cushioning to start, which is good. If you don't, you're a little bit less off, but still you have ample UI Gokus running around where you'll be fine filling up the team. But there will be a little bit more pressure on this guy to dodge. Even if you put him in the slot 2, he doesn't have guard. He doesn't have damage reduction to supplement his comboing in slot 2. If he gets hit, he'll take damage. Cool boy. Damn. All right, so we're not going to have MUI for what? 4 more turns? Okay, so in terms of Realm of Gods, yeah, this team pushes the pace quite a bit. If MUI could have transformed sooner, that would have been nice. I mean, we still could. If we get hit with a super attack or something, we're below 50%, we'll transform. Wow. Damage potential, stacking, all great. We don't really have to showcase that or test that much more because we saw it. Like, we know what this unit is capable of. But that dodge. That dodge. I'm gonna keep the AGL UI around just so we have revive. So let's go ahead and we're gonna attack him here. Yep, we're attacking him on this turn, the INT Rose. So next turn might be our last turn. Let's see if we fall below 50% on this turn. You have an 84% chance to dodge with this dummy in slot 2. And then I've given him 24, I think 24 dodge hit a potential. $84%. So that means 16% left over. 24. No. Like a 4% dodge increase. Oh boy. Don't get hit, please. All because of physical UI. I can't even give tech UI credit for that. That was all physical UI. All right, we got one more turn of this. We're not coming back. Yeah, not with this team. This is definitely going to be the last turn that we have this guy. And I'm going to put him in slot 1 because we gotta leave him in slot 1 and see how it goes. We have our extra defense and we got 70% chance to dodge. So now we have 76% because of my hit potential. All right, so let's do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. All right, do your worst. And by worst, I mean take it easy. I don't know why I hate myself this much, but let's do it. Oh, right. Okay, well, you know what? Instead of... I forgot. I totally forgot. Okay. Well, let's test out... What? Actually, wait, hold on. Next turn? Yeah, no, okay. Let me just see it. Let me just see it. I gotta do it like this. All right, so let's do that. Let's do this. With a Whis, what sort of damage are we taking here? Fantastic. This, I wasn't doing this thinking that I was gonna make him look even worse. This, everyone knows, like you're in trouble here. But you know what? I went into this thinking that we could dodge on the first fight. I haven't done this fight since I beat it once. Yeah. Let's see after we stack how much. Oh wait, no, critical bypasses stat changes. Man, this ain't gonna do nothing. Oh wait, well. Oh, it's the AoE that's a critical, not... I see. Okay, well that's good. And the good news is we can transform when we come back. Problem is, we're probably gonna still be on this form, which means GG. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow. It's just the AoE that's critical. Oh my. Okay. We got to revive here. I really don't want to have to use it, but looks like we're gonna have to. I want to keep this dude around. I want to bench. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, wait a minute. We should probably, yeah. Oh wait, no. We have damage reduction before receiving an attack. No, we're good. Let's do this. And then we'll do this. Okay. We're fine. Yeah, there's the revive. Okay. Well, we're dead. Let's go ahead and use a Whis and see how much we take here. Put him slot 1. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Last time with the Whis, we took 300 and... All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up with the Blue Zone Remind DLC. We're taking on the stage 3, which is Goku Frieza, and let's just go through it and see how this goes. All right, so UI, let's do this. We're gonna play this to win, so let's do this. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Gonna give everybody extra defense. Man, UI stacking is incredible. And let's talk Festival of Battles. The stacking will be insane. He will definitely be able to keep up with the big guns, but the problem is with all that stacking, if you don't have guard or damage reduction or something to supplement it, there could be certain moments where you might just drop dead. I don't know. That's the problem. I gotta go full dodge. Man, if I have a level 8 dodge, a level 7 dodge silver, and then I put like stats in the bronze slot, that's 15 extra dodge. So that'll bring my dodge up to 35. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. That means for UI, when he goes MUI, 35 dodge would give him an extra 8%, which means his natural guard or his natural dodge after everything wears off will be 85%. That's not even that good. Okay, well, that's what we're gonna have to do. Absolutely full dodge. Make no mistake though, his stacking is incredible. I don't want this to take away from that. It's just that stacking is good, but it's the defense that we have to be more wary of. All right, so let's go ahead and do I want him to dodge, so actually let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. Nice dodge. Are we seriously not going to kill this turn? I'm restarting this fight if we don't kill this turn. Okay. All right, next round. Physical 17 golden Frieza. Let's do it this way. Yeah, let's do it this way. Less attacks for him to dodge. Whether he attacks first and then dodges, or dodges first then attacks, either way he's gonna die if he gets hit. So I'm just gonna put him in slot 1 because it doesn't make a difference. Let's do that. Let's do this, and then let's do this. Nice. Nice. Okay. So now no matter what, when we come back, we will transform. Hopefully it'll be against the STR Goku Frieza. Hopefully we can take this guy out. Nice. Give me more, give me more, give me more. Yeah, we should do it. And the best part is, I think next turn, before that bum tech UI goes, I think we'll take him out. Which means he will have shown up on the 4th turn, and then he'll be benched, and then when he comes back, we'll get the domain. Perfect! Oh yeah, he supers and are we dead? No, we're dead. Oh, look at that defense. Why can't you have that UI? Why? All right, well, I know where the attack is going to be, and I'm still putting him there because I need us to just win. I need to just win. Actually, maybe we should... I gotta win. I gotta win. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I gotta make sure we win. So let's go ahead and do... let's do this. And then we'll do this. Because he activated the active, we have guaranteed crit, right? When activating the active or P24. Yes. All right. This should take him out. This should do it. Are you... Normally, I would have put in UI slot 1, but we kind of need to survive here because stupid game. I just failed an 84% chance to dodge. So I got to do this. Actually, wait, first of all, I'll just activate this. Then I'll do this. I got to bring those orbs down and I got to heal off of it. 24%. Great.
This will be over in a second.
Using the Vegeta's active, did that give me extra defense or did I waste it? I know that the enemy gets squishier when the health drops. Yeah, see, this is what I wanted. Defense plus 77%. That's what I needed. I need to stop any damage that I take here. 100% damage reduction with the extra 77%. Could it have been a waste? Maybe. Okay, 49.6 million attack. Synergy a little lacking here, but that's okay. We're just trying to win. 14.5 no crit. Are you kidding me? Everything that should be happening is not happening. What kind of warped RNG bullshit is this video? 92% fail, 84% fail, 77% fail. Oh, okay, we got to revive. So when we fail this, we will revive. So let's go ahead and do this. It would be nice if we could get some damage in before the revive happens, but obviously, because we must lose, that is the law of this video. Now we're at 70% HP or less, so Goku Freeze has gotten stronger. The HP drop will take place at 50%. So now at this point, any one of the UIs, if they get hit, they're dead. Okay, we might bring him down to 50 here. If we notice the damage change, that'll tell us. Okay, 12.5. 27. I think we just reached half. No, we're beyond half. But yeah, this is where we're going to do more damage. Oh, okay. All right. I guess we'll try it. We don't have guaranteed dodge anymore, but we do have this. So we have an 87% chance to dodge. And now with this, we have a 97% chance to dodge. That's just based on the hidden potential, or on the passive. Not even factoring in the hidden potential. Hidden potential will bump us up by like 1%. So we've got 98% chance to dodge. Out of the two, this guy, I want to put this guy slot 1, but no, we have to for the sake of the video. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's heal up with this, and then let's do this. 97 and change, 98% chance to dodge. All right, 69% or 69 million attack stat. $70.1 million attack stat. $40 million damage on the crit. And that's it. For the record, I would have put this guy slot 1, but we're trying to show off the INT UI. Even though those first few counters wouldn't have done anything, I still would have done that. Now he gets to build up his stats before he counters, so it'll do a little bit more. No comment. All right, next turn we should wrap this up. We'll use everything else that we got. Or, you know, you can just get killed. All right, so let's do this.
Get ready.
We should switch this guy over here. Let's go ahead and do this. Yep, defense is lower. Drawbridge is down, people. Let's take him out. Are you kidding me? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna say nothing, and I'm just gonna do this. Go ahead. Oh, you decided to win. Okay. All right. Okay, well, there you have it. That is a wrap. So I got some thoughts. Okay. So INT UI Goku. Stacking, limitless. Amazing. Love the stacking. Love the ability to just build up his numbers over the course of, 5, 8, 20, 30 stages or phases. That's good. The problem with the character is the dodge, because without the dodge, there's no backup. That's what makes this so concerning. But in terms of performance, damage wise, just raw numbers, we're looking at incredible stats here. This unit is amazing. But as you saw in this video, we got hit with some of the stupidest RNGs ever. 92%, 84%. But you know what? That's going to happen to a lot of you guys. So how do you build? Max dodge. Forget the additional. Forget it. Forget it. All the additionals in the world won't save you if you have no guard or damage reduction. If we had something else, I would have been okay with giving a more even distribution of additionals and dodge. But because we have nothing, we have absolutely nothing. We have no guard. We have no damage reduction. We disable the enemy guard. That is not enough when you get hit. If you're going to be getting hit in some of the harder fights, some of the new, meta events, you're going to lose. This guy's going to get you killed. And unless you have a revive ready, that's not going to work out so well. So I am actually going to replace this. I can't believe I have to do this, but I do. I didn't think my RNG would be this bad, but honestly, it's probably for the best. I'm going to have to replace this with this. This is what I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to do it right now. I got to do it. I have no choice. You have left me with no choice. Max dodge and stats. Additionals, sure, whatever you have left over, but prioritize dodge as much as possible, even for the tiniest incremental increase in dodge. Every little bit will help. On the first turn with physical UI, you do have extra dodge because he gives team dodge, but after that, it can be a problem, as you have seen time and time again in this video. If you don't care about that, if your RNG is better than mine and you don't feel like this is going to be an issue, then don't. Additionals and dodge in general will still be enough, but I am going to be massively prioritizing dodge. I don't have any freaking dodge skill orbs though, so I got to go farm those out. I want to get all attack. I might put this defense in there. I don't know. I'm a little cranky. This one made me cranky. I'm a little butthurt about my Universe 7 Avengers. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the UI Super EZA. Do you have similar issues like I do when it comes to the crazy, stupid dodge fails? If so, how are you building the character? What are your thoughts on the minuscule increases in dodge? Do you feel like it's worth investing so heavily in the dodge, or are you just going to go for more additional, like I also mentioned? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.